Hello. Where is everybody? Yeah, good evening. Hello. Yeah, good evening. Okay, we're up to 30. Let me still give 5 minutes up. 5 minutes so that everybody will be here. I want to make sure everybody's here. One, two, three. Yeah, good evening, guys. Good evening. Exam version 1, version 2, and version 3. Yes. Thank you. He said, hopefully we're on Santa's nice list. You guys will be all right. Sorry, I'm trying to arrange these materials properly. And I'm trying to wait for everybody to be here. We are still 41. So we have few people. Okay. I know what I'm going to do now. Just give me a minute. Can find out. Show me the answer. 5 versions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you know what? This night we are not. I'm not going to be reviewing any slide. We are jumping into the questions because I see that there are different versions of this stuff. You understand? So I'm trying to harmonize it. So there are actually a lot of questions you need to attempt. Listen, this is for you to see how that question will come. You understand? And if it comes that way for you, fine. If it doesn't come that way for you, it will always be very similar. So it's imagine I have my lens cleaner here and I'm busy using my clothes. Terrible. Yeah. Give me a minute. I'm trying to sort everything out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, aluminum, potassium 5, xenon 6, zirconium. Okay. So what will happen tomorrow is I will power you guys the periodic table because there's a particular question I saw, and I looked at all the versions of the possible exam questions, and we need that periodic table. I'll project it tomorrow so that you guys don't find it difficult. All right. Will all of the chapters be on the test? Yes. Now the chapters are very small. You guys must have finished everything. You say you emailed me. When? I responded to my emails. Maybe you should send it again so that I can get it as a notification. I responded to all emails. Okay, so I feel that everybody's here now. The people that wants to be here are already here. So we have to just start. So I will be giving you a particular type of question about 6 different times because I found out that these people, they have almost 10 different, you understand, combinations. 1, 2, 3. They have like 5 different ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. link. Okay, so let's start, guys. I want to project my Microsoft Word because I'll be putting the question there. So what you can do for me is that you have to be very, very fast. I know I'm lagging. I'm not getting the system yet. I'm lagging. So, but I need you guys to be able to answer very fast so that we can, cover the entire thing. All right. My system is lagging, so just give me a. Please, if you can see my screen, tell me. If you can see my screen, just type yes. If you can see my screen, type yes. Okay, perfect. 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 No, don't worry. This is what I used for the other class. Okay. Are we ready? Yes. Okay. So I'll give you these questions. You give me the answer very fast, eh? Perfect. You said I was scared for a moment. No, that question is not for you now. How can you be scared? That's anatomy now. That's what you do this coming semester. So let's start, guys. Please, I would need everybody to respond for me to move. At least more than 10 people should respond every question. And the faster you respond, the faster we move, all right? Which of the following will cause neon 221 to configure to isotope Ne22? Select the correct answer. Which of the following will make this guy change from 21 to 22? The options: remove one neutron, change atomic number, add one neutron, remove one electron. Quickly, guys. Perfect. Perfect. You guys are so correct. I like the energy. I like this energy. I'll give you the same type of question. All right? So you tell me. Same options. What's the answer here? Quickly, quickly, quickly. What's the answer? So now they are not even asking of neon again, they're asking of magnesium. You see how the question can change? So Mr. A can get neon, Mr. B can get magnesium, Mr. C can get this, but the principle is the same thing. That was what I was trying to explain to you guys last time. All right. They'll give you guys different these things, but the principle is still what? The same. You understand? Good. I will still give you maybe one or two more questions of the same type of question. And I need you guys to be able to see how they alter it. So Mr. A can have this. You see, here it's talking about oxygen. You understand? Mr. A can have this, Mr. B can have this. But it's the same question, the same principle. That's what I was trying to make you understand that day. What's the answer to this one? Perfect. Perfect. The answer is add one neutron. That's C. Now, what if they give you something a little different? Because somebody will see something like this. Let me give you something a little different. And the person will cry foul. As we say, hey, professor, you didn't teach us this. Look at this question, guys. No, that particular one is not B. That particular one was C. Who said B? Somebody said B. Which one are you talking about? Okay, I got it. Okay, fine. Perfect. Perfect. So you guys should attempt this one. You see how the question can be slightly different? I want you to tell me the answer to this one, but it's still the same principle. This is the last one I will ask for this type of question, all right? You can get any of them. It can be removing, but you need to understand the principle. Yes, so this one is to remove one or neutron. You see? Do you understand? You see, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same principle. It's all about principles. Okay, so I'm done with this. Let me jump to this. Look at this question. No option. This one does not have an option. Quickly, guys. Quickly. What's the answer to that question? Perfect. The answer is 29. I hope you know how you got that 29. Let me ask you the same question, different formats. Look at this one. Or tell me what's the answer to this one. Quickly. Quickly, guys. Perfect. The answer to that question is 5. Or look at the same type of question. You understand? So So any version you got, you'll be like, okay, you know what you are doing. There are more than 10 versions of the same question. So look at this one quickly, guys. Quickly. Perfect. The answer to this one is 13. Okay, finally, let me give you this one. Finally. At least every question I should give you up to 4 versions of it. Look at this one. If xenon has an atomic number of 54 and a mass number of 124, how many neutrons does it have? If xenon has an atomic number of 54 and a mass number of 124, how many neutrons does it have? The answer is 70. So some people said 54. I hope you understand the difference now, why it's 70, not 54. You understand? The same principle. I hope you understand why we are talking about number of neutron. You understand? So we remove number of proton from mass number, you get 70. Okay, so that's that. Now let me go to another question. Look at this question. If you want options, I'll give you options. These are the options. An atom of an element has 76 protons, 11 neutrons, 76 electrons. What is its charge? Select the correct answer. Quickly, guys. Quickly, guys. What was the charge? Quickly. I don't know what you're asking. Okay, so some people say 197, some people say 187, some people say 0. Please, the answer is 0. How do you get a charge? Remember, what are the charges? The charges are the protons, that's positive charge, and the electrons, that's negative charge. So we don't consider neutrons because neutrons are 0 charge. It's as simple as that. So what do you do? You understand? How do you go about calculating the charge? You just minus number of protons and the minus electrons. Exactly. So protons minus electrons. So we have 76 minus 76, which is 0. Exactly, because they have the same proton and electron. So it's 0. So it's no charge. I hope it makes sense to someone. So let me give you this same question now in a different format. Look at this one, this format. And tell me what the answer is. Quickly, guys. Faster we go, the better for us. And this is the options. An atom of an element has 76 protons, 112 neutrons, and 79 electrons. What is the atomic number? An atom of an element is this. What is the atomic number, guys? Okay, so I'm a little surprised, Let me see. Let me see, wait for 1 or 2 persons. Guys, please, the answer is 76. You understand? And the atomic number is number of protons. And they told you that this atom is an element that has 76 protons. So atomic number is 76. You see, they want to confuse you. That's the point. You have to read your question. The other question that we did was asking about what? Charge. And this one, you see how they put that -3 there because they will feel that, oh, okay, you're talking about charge. You can calculate charge for them. Don't get confused, bro. You understand? You should know when they're asking you about charge. And this is talking about atomic number. Somebody say how? Look at the question. You can't be confused. Look at your question. Learn to read your question. Look at the question. The question says an atom of an element has 76 protons, 112 neutrons, and 79 electrons. What is its atomic number? Atomic number, they're asking you what is the atomic number, not atomic charge. Atomic number is the number of what? Proton. Chicken, man. So 76. But the other question, they were asking you what? They said an atom of an element has 76 protons, 112 neutrons, and 76 electrons. What is the charge? This is charge. The other one is talking about atomic number. It is so easy. Do you understand? It's very, very easy, but very easy to fail as well. If you're not careful, that's why you see somebody getting 100 and you see somebody getting a 50 in the same exam. All right. So look at this question. Look at this question. Quickly, guys. An atom of an element has 10 protons, 12 neutrons, and 9 electrons. What is its mass number? You see, the other one, charge. The other one, atomic number. This one now, mass number. You can get any of them or all of them. But you need to, what is this thing asking? Let me make my calculation properly. What is this thing asking? Let me get the right thing. Quickly, guys, quickly. Why am I seeing only 5 people responding out of 50 something? You see, if you understand it, it won't take you. It's at a maximum, it will take you like 20 seconds. You've answered your question. Just like that one I asked atomic number. You don't even need to think. PM 1 second, you've answered your question. But if you don't know it, you see somebody spending 1 minute, 2 minutes on one question that is very, very straightforward. So one thing you need to know is that this is college nursing. Your question is never deep. Trust me. Your question is never deep. Even when you do pathology, when you start doing pharmacology, your question is never deep. It's always superficial. Come on, I need more people to respond, guys. If you don't know it, write not sure. I'm not sure. Or anything you get, even if people are getting something different, put your own answer. That's what so that I'll be able to explain it. I'm waiting. Oh. Exactly. So mass number is number of proton and what neutron. So you need to know mass number, atomic number, charge. All right. There are other questions on that charge, but I'm jumping them. I don't need to keep repeating them. It's the same thing. Like this one says an atom of an element has 57 protons, 82 neutrons, and 59 electrons. What is this charge? This is follow the charge principle. You understand? Check it out. Okay. Let me ask you this question. This one has no option. So talk to me, guys. So I need you to solve these two questions. What is the answer? It's 22. Number is 22 now. Number of proton and one number of neutron. That's 10 plus 22. 10 plus 12 is 22. Look at these two questions, guys. I need you to give me the answer. How many valence electrons are located in the valence shell of a neutral chlorine atom? How many valence electrons are located in the valence shell of a neutral what? Fluorine. So they can give you chlorine, they can give you fluorine. So I want you to write fluorine, this answer. Chlorine, this answer. Give me the answer for the two of them quickly, guys. Nobody said. My hand is in the air. I present cephalic. My hand's in the air. Come on, guys. Let me see. I can't do this too. I'm in the car. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. Please, if you're in the car, just listen. No, don't type while you are driving, please. Please, 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 please. Don't type while you are driving. You see, those two questions are the same principle. But I need more people to respond. Come on, guys. Okay, guys. The two of them are in the same group on the periodic table, chlorine, fluorine. So they have the same number of valence electrons, 7, 7. And if you want to calculate it, fluorine is what? Fluorine is number 9 in the atomic number 9. That means 2 we fill the s orbital. 2 we fill the s orbital. Remaining 7 electrons in the atomos shell. That's 7. The same thing with chlorine. Chlorine is 17. right? Chlorine is 17. So meaning that 2 will fill the S. You understand? 8 will fill the next shell, right? So 2 plus 8 is 10. Remaining how many? 7. So the third shell will be 7. So both of them are 7, 7. In short, you should know that since they are in the same thing, on the same periodic table, as far as they are the same group, they have the same outermost shell electron. So that's something you need to bear in mind. The answer is 7 for the two of them. I'll give you this same question now. This same question. You understand? I told you that they have different versions of the same question. Look at this particular one. You say, I have no idea. So you don't need to have an idea that they are in the same group. You don't need to have an idea. Trust me. The only thing you need to know is, do you know how to do your valency? Atomic fluorine is atomic number what? Okay, let me draw it. Let me draw it quickly. See, 1, 2. So this is fluorine. You see, fluorine is number what? Number 9. So what do I do? 1, 2. This guy is filled, right? Then remaining 9 minus 2 is what? 7. So I put the 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's not complete, right? Because this place is supposed to have 8. It's not complete. It's 7. So that's why the outermost shell electron is what? 7. So let's do chlorine. Chlorine is number 17, right? So I do the first shell. 1, 2. This first shell is filled. Then I do the second shell. So the first shell is filled. So 17 minus 2 will give me 15. Minus 2 will give me 15. So I still have 15 to present. So here, the maximum is 8, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many do I have? I have 8 here. I have 2 here. So 8 plus 2 is what? 10. So 17 minus 10 will give you what? We give you 7. So I have to do another shell. So I do the third one. See the third one here? So how many is remaining? 7. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's supposed to be 8, but it's now what? 7. So this is what? Chlorine, Cl. This is what? Fluorine. You understand? So fluorine is what? 7 in the outermost shell. Chlorine is what? 7 in the outermost shell. That's that. Of course, now you need to know at least the first 20 elements now. I told you that. It's very straightforward now. Well, you know what? Tomorrow, for people that are in my class, tomorrow I will project the periodic table for you. Remind me, so that nobody will use it as an excuse. All right? I don't even know how to clear this thing. I want to clear this thing automatically, but it's not ever clearing. See. Oh. Okay. Perfect. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So let's try this other versions of the same question. Let's try these other versions of the same question. You tell me the answer. Look at this one. This is talking about aluminium. This is talking about what? Calcium. So I need you to tell me aluminium and calcium. How many electrons are located in the valence shell of a neutral aluminium? How many electrons are located in the valence? You see, the same question. I'm just trying to make you guys see the points. The same question, you know, they just change one or two things. Like this one that they give aluminium, this one that they give calcium. Right? Why the other one they gave what? Sorry. The other one they gave fluorine. The other one they gave chlorine. So let's go, guys. Let's go. What's the answer? Okay, you guys are so correct. Calcium has 2 valence electrons. Aluminum has what? 3. All right? Calcium has 2 valence electrons. Aluminum has 3. There were another question was asking about lithium. How many valence electrons does lithium have? Let me see if one person can get that answer. How many valence electrons does lithium have? Yes, aluminum is 3, calcium is 2. I believe everybody know how we got it. How many valence electrons does lithium? Lithium, quickly, guys. Quickly. Lithium. Quickly, guys. See, lithium is number 3, right? So if 2 fills the first shell, how many is remaining? 1. Chicken, and you are good to go. So lithium is 1. Are we good? Yes, I believe we are good. Okay. I'll give you guys this question. You tell me the answer. I'll give you different versions of the same question. If you guys can be fast, then we have to, because for people, what was the question? The question is just, I'm asking about the valence electron of lithium. We talked about fluorine, chlorine, calcium, and aluminum. So I just asked about lithium. And yes, lithium is 1. So guys, I want to ask you this question, all right? So look at the question here. Let me see if I can make it bolder. Yeah. So the question is asking, what type of interaction is the unequal sharing of electrons between 2 atoms? 2 atoms having different electronegativities. Select the correct answer. Quickly. Quickly. What type of interaction? Quickly, guys. I need more people to respond to that question. You are looking at it there. We have polar covalent, we have non-polar covalent, we have an ionic, we have a hydrogen bond. Okay, yeah, so the answer is A. And A is a polar covalent bond. Remember, a polar covalent bond usually occurs when electrons are shared unequally. You understand? Unequally. And look at that question. That question said unequal sharing. Chicken, now that's what you need. That you pick your answer, chakam, and you move. You see? Chakam, straightforward. Your questions are superficial. When you are talking about non-covalent, polar covalent, non-polar means that they are sharing what? Equally. And their electronegativities is usually what? Similar. And they're sharing equally. That's non-polar covalent. And when you're talking about ionic bond, you are talking about what? Transfer, not sharing. They are transferring their outermost shell electron, not sharing. They're not sharing, they are transferring. Do you understand? Why hydrogen bond is just a weak intermolecular force between a bond involving what? Electron sharing within atoms. Electron sharing within atoms. Someone said, let me see, what the person say? For which question? No, this last question, the answer is not B. The answer is A. Is polar. That's what I'm trying to explain. Polar is covalent bond, which occurs when electrons are shared unequally. You see the question? The question says, which type of interaction is the unequal? Immediately you just see it. Unequal, unequal, polar, sharing, covalent, chakam. You won't even need to read the question complete. You pick your answer and ahead, you move. You feel me? Okay. So that's how people finish very fast, but don't be too fast and fail the question. But I'm just telling you what you are looking out for. Now, let me give you the same question in a different format. The same question in a different format. Look at this question, guys. Which type of interaction is a weak interaction between either temporary or permanent dipoles found in different molecules located close together? Select the correct answer. What you are looking at there is what? Temporary or permanent dipoles. But they are talking about a weak interaction. So you are asking yourself, all these things options now, which one is the weakest? Check it out. Quickly, guys, quickly. You're lagging? I don't think it's you. I think it's from my end, all right? I don't think it's you. It's my laptop. My laptop is crazy. The one I paid for since 2 weeks. I don't know why they're delaying bringing it, but they say they'll bring it tomorrow. Fortunately, it won't favor you guys. So guys, I don't see the question. Okay, let me read the question for you if you don't see it. I said, which type of interaction is a weak interaction between either temporary or permanent dipoles found in different directions, in different molecules, located close together? Select the correct answer. A non-polar covalent bond. B, a hydrogen bond. C, an ionic bond. D, a van der Waals interaction. Do you understand? The answer, guys, the answer is D, van der Waals interaction. First of all, van der Waals force is the weakest force. It's very, very weak. It's another weak force there that you are looking at there is hydrogen bond. Hydrogen, this thing is weak. Do you understand? But van der Waals force is weaker. And another thing is that if you look at it, like some people are picking, let me analyze what everybody is picking. Let me see what you guys are picking. Yeah, some people are picking a non-polar covalent bond. Non-polar covalent bond is an intramolecular, like within molecules, intramolecular, and not an what? Intermolecular. You understand? Not intermolecular. And this your question is intermolecular because they say different molecules, intermolecular. So A is out of the equation. Then the B is talking about hydrogen bond. Yes, but the hydrogen bond is weak, but it is specific to hydrogen bonding. Like there must be a hydrogen in that bond. It's very, very specific. Do you understand? It's very, very, very specific. And this question didn't mention anything about hydrogen being in the equation. So the hydrogen is out. Now, the third one is talking about ionic bond. Ionic bond is a very strong electrostatic attraction. Very, very strong. Between ions. You understand? Not dipoles. It's between ions. So the answer is what? D. So if they tell you interaction is a very weak interaction, please go and choose van der Waals forces. If they ask you hydrogen bond, they will tell you weak interaction You understand? Between a certain molecule, and you will see that that molecule has a what? A hydrogen. Do you understand? You will see that it has a hydrogen. That's how they ask you question on hydrogen. Let me see if I have the same. So the answer to this question, guys, is D, which is what? Van der Waals forces. Let me give you another version of this particular question, since a lot of people got it wrong. Let me give you another version of this particular question. So look at this one, guys. Look at this one, guys. What was the answer? Which type of interaction is a weak interaction that specifically forms between a positively charged hydrogen atom on one polar molecule and a negatively charged atom on another polar molecule, Select the right answer. Quickly, guys. He said too much words. Just pick the major words. And what is the major words there? Weak interaction, one. What is another word there? Charged hydrogen atom. Check it out, and you are good to go. And it tells you that this is a what? A hydrogen bond. Simple. Which is what I said before. This is a hydrogen bond. The answer is what? D. You understand? The answer is what? D, which is a hydrogen bond. Let me give you another version because it's still not clear to a lot of people. I can't see another version though. So I hope you got it with these particular ones I asked. I gave you like 3 different versions. So I'm not seeing any other new version. So let's move. Look at this question, guys. I'm going to give you the options. Which substance, yeah, that's A is methane. Which substance is a type of matter that is not an element? Yes, you guys are so correct. Methane is not an element. You never see methane in the periodic table. It's a compound, CH4. Look at this one. Very quickly. I like the way you guys are answering these questions. Look at this one quickly. Which substance is a type of matter that is not an element? Do you see it's the same question, but different options? That's what I was trying to make everybody understand that day. Yes, you guys are so correct. Look at this one. Tell me which one is the answer here. The same question. You see? Yes. You guys are so correct. That answer is bicarbonate. Okay. What was the last what? Honestly, I don't know what you're asking. If it's talking about the last question, I posted this there. Look at which substance is not a matter. It's not an element an element. And the answer is bicarbonate. Look at this one. He said last question. I don't know. Was the last one water? Yes, of course. Water is, do you see, you don't see water on the periodic table, right? As far as it's not on the periodic table, it's not an element. It's as simple as that. And water is, a combination of elements. H2O is a compound. Methane is a compound, CH4. Bicarbonate is a compound. Do you understand? So that's how you think about it. Okay. So how about this question? I hope you're able to see. Let me make it bigger. Let me make it like 22. No, yes, I've arranged it now. You can see it better now. So he said the weak acid, benzoic acid, is added to a solution. How will the pH of the solution be affected? Select the correct answer. Please, the answer is not C. The answer is D, decrease in pH. You understand? It's a weak acid, but an acid is an acid. When you add an acid to something, the thing becomes acidic. An acid is what? pH what? Decreasing. The answer is D. Somebody is saying something. He said, can't see. Okay. I'm looking for a way to, let me see. Hold on. Let me make this one very tiny here. Make this one very big. Is it better? Is it better? You say you can't see. Is it better now? Say yes. Say yes. Let me continue. If it's better. Okay, much better. Perfect. Yeah, so the answer is D. All right. The answer is D, not B, please. Okay. I want to give you another version of that particular question. Give you this one. Sorry. Don't know what I'm reacting to. So, guys, look at this question. Perfect. Look at this question. The strong base lithium hydroxide is added to a solution. How will the pH of the solution be affected? Thank you. Thank you so much. How will the pH of the solution be affected? Hmm? What's everybody's choosing B? Increase in pH. Yes, the pH will increase. Okay, you guys have gotten the secret, eh? Aha. So if you've gotten the secret, then I don't need to ask the other questions. Okay, let me just test you with this one. Still the same thing. Still the same thing, but they'll give you a different name, and somebody will be like, this one is difficult. They didn't give me this one. They'll give you just a different name. Do you understand? Okay, look at this question, guys. Look at this question. Look at this question. Yes, the answer to that question is B. Look at this one. The weak acid, methanoic acid, is added to a solution. If you immediately just see the weak acid, you don't even need the name. You don't give a damn about the name. All right? The name will be different. They'll tell this person, weak acid this, weak acid that. It's the same thing. So what is your answer, guys? Quickly. Exactly. You see? So A is correct. You guys are so correct. So you guys get the hands of the thing. So no matter the name they give you, it doesn't matter. That's just what I'm trying to tell you. All right. Look at this question. Let me reduce it a little because I think it's hiding behind my image. Maybe I'll put it at 8. I guess you guys can still see it. So homeostasis is the ability of an organism to maintain constant internal conditions, such as body temperature. Which of the following is an example of how bases work to maintain what homeostasis? Do you know that this thing is the same question? But they just coined it to confuse you. Come on, guys. Everybody has to attempt. Your son is a very brilliant son. He has to be go into healthcare. So, guys, what's the answer to this question? Let me see what everybody's speaking. Some people are choosing A, some people are choosing C. Let me see. Homeostasis is the ability of an organism to maintain constant internal conditions such as body temperature. Which of the following is an example of how bases work to maintain homeostasis? Complete donation of hydrogen by hydrochloric acid, increase the concentration of hydrogen ions, neutralize buffers, increase pH too. Okay, guys, the answer to that question is what? Increase pH to a value above 7.0. That's how it works. The answer is D, guys. Let's break it down. You know, it's fine that you got it wrong, but you now understand the principle. That's why if I give three different versions of a particular question, like I gave one version before, I'm giving you guys another version now, right? I'll give you another more version. The answer to this question is what? D. Increase the pH to a value above 7. The question is why? Why is it D? All right? Because look at A. A is complete donation of hydrogen. If you are donating hydrogen, you are making it what? More acidic. Do you understand? And here they are talking about how does base work. Now, B says increase the concentration of hydrogen, acidic. C says neutralize buffer. Do you neutralize buffer? That one doesn't even make sense. C doesn't make any sense. A and B is the same thing. So the only reasonable answer there is C, is D, which is what? Increasing the pH to a value above 7, which makes sense because, and they say they're asking how does bases work. Bases, we have to what? Increase pH. Chicken. Exactly. You neutralize bases. You don't neutralize buffer. Exactly. Thank you. So that's why that answer doesn't make sense. Now, let me give you another version of this question. Let me give you exactly, and funny enough, it's exactly the same thing, but in different language. Just watch, guys. Yes, look at this one. Look at this one. Homeostasis is the ability of an organism to maintain constant internal environment, such as body temperature. The same question. Which of the following is an example of how acids works to maintain? So they will ask you, oh, how does bases work? Oh, how does acids work? Yes. Anything acidic is 0.7. The lesser the pH, the more the acidity. All right. Bases are from 7 and above. Now, basic. Now, look at this question. Look, they give you the same question. You look the options. First of all, you ask yourself, what are they asking me? They're asking me, oh, how does acid work? So automatically your brain will tell you, oh, acid works by reducing pH. Do you understand? So that means anything that doesn't make sense cannot be the answer. Another thing you ask yourself, how do they reduce pH? How does acids work? Acids work by giving a lot of hydrogen. You understand? Because the more hydrogen they give, the more the lesser the pH and the more the acidity. So hydrogen is directly proportional to what? Acidity, and inversely proportional to what? pH. And that is the mathematics. So what should be the answer? Look at the options. Neutralize buffers. B is already useless. C say increase pH. This is acid they're asking you. So that one is also useless. Then look at D. D says absorption of what? Excess hydrogen to keep the body's pH carefully maintained. Why will an acid absorb hydrogen? An acid is giving hydrogen. I don't know if it makes sense. An acid is giving what? Hydrogen. So D is also wasted. So the only answer that's correct there is what? A, which is what? Incomplete dissociation of vinegar, resulting in what? Generation of hydrogen. So when it generates hydrogen, the more hydrogen it generates, the more the solution becomes what? Acidic. And they're asking you about acidity. So I need you guys to understand. So you see, it's exactly the same question with the last one, but they just want to confuse you. You understand? They want to confuse you. So please, the answer is incomplete dissolution of vinegar, resulting in what? That incomplete dissolution of vinegar, you don't even care about it. What you care about is the resulting generation of what? Hydrogen ion. Check it now. Generation of hydrogen ion is what? Acidic things. You understand? Acidity means increase in hydrogen ion. So the answer is A, not D, please. Now let me ask you a similar question, since a lot of people found this one difficult. But this will be the last one for this. I don't want to waste too much time on it. Look at this one. Yes, the answer is A. Of course. So listen, if I'm you, if you take paper now, you write more hydrogen equals to increase acidity, which is still equals to decrease pH. That's the equation. So you are looking for option. Which option is increasing hydrogen? If they're asking, oh, how does acids work? Look for option. What your attention is not in the names, the big names, but your attention is, oh, which one is increasing hydrogen? Do you understand? So look at this question. Homeostasis is the ability of an organism to maintain constant internal environment, such as body temperature. Which of the following is an example of how acid, you see? They're asking also again, acid. They're still asking you acid. You are thinking, which one is going to be increasing what? Hydrogen. That's what you should look for. Which one will increase hydrogen? That is what you ask yourself, guys. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So here talks about donation of hydroxide by sodium hydroxide to raise pH. Think about that. Provide either hydroxide ions, OH, or other negatively charged ions that combine with hydrogen ions. Complete donation of hydrogen by hydrochloric acid. Some marine organisms adapting to life in environments with pH near 8. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What happened? Are you guys giving up on me? Please don't. We have a lot of questions to go. Come on, guys. Okay, so I know you're finding it difficult, but look at the question. Look at the question. What is the question asking? The question is asking you about what? Acid. So if it's asking you about acid, you are looking for options that is increasing what? Hydrogen. Exactly. Which option? Okay, let me ask you now. Look at this option. Which one is increasing hydrogen? And then the one that is increasing hydrogen, you're also looking for the one that is reducing the pH value. So look at the option. A is talking about donation of hydroxide. So that is base. It can't be A. Is A increasing hydrogen? No, it's increasing OH. That's why the pH is rising. If it's increasing hydrogen, pH should be dropping. From the equation I gave you, acidity is equal to what? Increase what? In hydrogen and decrease in what? pH. So A is completely wasted. Throw it away. Throw it to the bottomless pit, guys. Okay, look at the second one. Second one says provide either hydroxide ions or it's already providing hydroxide ions. So you are talking about a base, not hydrogen. You understand? Because he said provide a negative charge ion that combines with what? Hydrogen. So they are even mopping up. They are trying to remove the hydrogen. So it's going towards basicity. So that's out. Look at D, for example. D talks about blah, 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 pH near 8. Already, pH near 8 is base. So that one is wasted. That leaves you with what? C. Like, you can actually just play around with it like that and you get your answer. Okay, let's think about C. C says complete donation. You see, check it out. That's what you need. Donation means I am giving you hydrogen. And that's what you are looking for. The question says, how does acids work? That's the last for this particular question. I've given you like 3 different formats how they ask this question. I've told you what to look out for. You need to know what to look out for. Yes, the answer is C. Okay. We are very far behind. We are extremely far behind, honestly. Even when I came back on time today, we should have started quite early. And today I have to sleep early because I have a program by 5 a.m. Guys, look at this question. Which of the following is a property of water that is critical to maintaining life? Select the correct answer. If you hurry up, we move. That's good. Me, I'm just coming back right now. Yes, the answer to that question is A, all right? A is polar molecule. And I will leave it at that. So let me ask you the same question, different formats. The same question, I'll give you different formats of this question. And if you can answer very fast, I'll pour it out and we'll leave. Like, we can be answering this question in less than. Look at another question quickly. No, that one answer is A. A is correct. Water is polar. Yes, that's the answer. Look at this one. Which of the following is a property? You see the same question, but different options. You feel me? Which of the following is a property of water that is critical in maintaining life? Select the correct answer. Which one? Which one? Which one? The truth of the matter is that they are just asking you the different properties of water. Chicken, huh? That's what they're asking you. The other one is polar. This one is what? Let me see. Quickly. Exactly. You guys are so correct. This one is what? Heat of what? High heat of what? Vaporization. You see? Now look at this particular one again. It's just the same question. Trust me. The same question. Oh, yeah, look at this particular question. Give me the answer to this one. What's the answer to this one? Quickly. Yes, this is correct in that question. What's the answer to this one? We are in the new question. Which of the following is the property of water that is critical in maintaining life? Which one is the answer here? You see, I'm just trying to help you guys see that this is the same question in different what formats. Exactly. You guys are so correct. An excellent solvent. Look at this one again. Which of the following is the property of water that is critical to maintaining life? The same question, but look at the options, different options. So you see somebody will get this one, somebody will get this one. Hey, professor, yeah, what you taught me did not come out. Oh, hey, huh? Hey, God. So what's the answer to this one? This particular one, guys. Look, there's a new question. Yes, that answer is correct. A is correct for that question. A is correct for that question. Look at this one. Yes, heat of capacity. Okay, so I'm done with that. High heat of capacity. I'm done with that. So any format they ask that question, you tackle it. They will ask you some specific questions to break down the prior question. Look at this question, for example. Yes, B is correct in that question, guys. B is correct in that question. Look at this one. The following features contribute to water being an excellent solvent. See, they are trying to ask you all those questions initially. Which one? Which of them? Look at the options. They're talking about excellent solvents. So anyone they're asking, you should be sure what you're answering. Now, they're talking about excellent solvents. Individual ions reacting in polar regions, non-polar molecule, low specific heat capacity, does not dissolve ionic compounds. What was the answer, guys? Quickly. Why is it an excellent solvent? Yes, you guys are so correct. The answer is A, ions reacting with what? Polar regions. That's why it's an excellent solvent. Now, the same question. Why is it an excellent solvent? Different options. Later, just go back to the video, right? Look at this one, please. Why is it an excellent solvent? The same question, different option. The same. What are you asking? What B is? Honestly, I've removed that question, all right? So later, just go back to it. So which of the following features contribute to water being an the same question, different options? What is the answer to this one, guys? Quickly, quickly, quickly. The other one is talking about polar, all right? The ionic molecules, attaching to the polar extremities. Now, this one is talking about what? A is correct. Forms a sphere of what? Hydration. So they may give you the same question with different options, all right? Don't yeah, don't lose focus. Look at this one, the same question. Look at this option. This particular answer is forms a sphere of hydration. The answer is A. Look at this question. The same question, different options. Why is water an excellent solvent? Let's go, guys. Let's go. Yes, the answer to the other question is A, right? This one, what's the answer to this one? Yes, you guys are so correct. That answer is you are flying. I'm confused. Yeah, yeah, I have to fly because like this is already 10:10, it's 27. Honestly, we started late. But anything you don't catch, let me tell you what you do. Anything you don't catch, check the time. All right, this is 1:26, 1 hour, 26 minutes, 53 seconds. Write it down. So when you go back to life, you go to that specific place you need, or you just start again. Like the truth of the matter is that tomorrow, if I'm you, you have to go over these things again. Feel me? If I am you, you go over it again. I'm saying both the letter and the answer. Okay. Where am I? Yeah, so the answer to this one is C, which is what? Dissolves polar what? Molecules. Dissolves polar what? Molecules. All right. We will not see the answer. No, you will hear me say it. You will hear me say it. So look at this, guys. Which of the following? The same question, different option. He said between B and C, I don't know. Okay, don't worry. But you need to follow me. You need to follow me so that because I won't slow down. All right. I have a lot of things. You know, you have almost 70 questions in your mini exam, and the other one is almost 40. So I want to cover as much questions as possible. And right now, it's as if I'm covering more than 200 questions. Why? Because a particular question, I asked it 2 to 3 different formats. You understand? Because many of you get different formats. That's just the point. That's how this one works. So I won't afford to slow down. So so you need to follow me. Anything you don't catch, watch it later. Which of the following features contribute to water this thing? Look at the option. A hydrogen contributing to a partially positive charge, capillary action, a sphere of hydration bonding ions, joining atoms to keep particles together, low heat of vaporization. What's the answer, guys? Quickly, guys. Quickly. Please, the answer to this question is not a sphere of hydration bonding ion, blah, 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 that we discussed as one of these properties of water. This one, the answer is hydrogen contributing to a partially positive charge. You understand? So if what is it called? If water is dissolving a positive ion, hydrogen is there to help. They're asking you specifically about solvent, being an excellent solvent. Please, the answer is A. Hydrogen contributing to a partially positive charge. That's the answer. Please. Okay. So that's for those type of questions. I want to give you this particular type of question now. Yeah. I need you guys to look at this question. Yes, you're correct. It's A. Look at this question, guys. Which of the following is an example of adhesion? Select the options. Quickly, guys. Quickly. Yes, you are so correct. The answer to that question is water drops spread out, forming beads when dropped in a charged surface. All right, you guys are so correct. These are following the surface tension. Look at this particular one. The same question, but somebody else will get these particular options. I'm lagging. Sorry if I'm lagging. All right. Look at this question. The same question. We are still talking about adhesion. Yes, the answer to that question is D. We are still talking about adhesion. Look at the options. On a hot summer day, water mist makes you feel cool. A small piece of paper floats on the top of water, even though the paper is denser than the water. On a hot summer day, you dive into the pool without the fear of water burning you. Liquid is in a capillary tube is higher on the sides than in the middle. What's the answer, guys? Quickly, guys. Quickly. Quickly, guys. Okay. So, why is this thing possible? So, please, the answer to this question is not D. I'll give you a question that you will understand why the liquid in the capillary tube is higher on the sides than in the middle. You see what they're asking you? They are just, it's like they're comparing. Look at that D, why it doesn't make sense. They are just telling you about the liquid on the side and in the middle. Do you understand? They are not talking about the adhesion. They are just telling you, oh, liquid in the side of middle is higher. The liquid in the capillary tube is higher on the sides than in the middle. They are just making comparison. But I will give you a question on that, and you will understand the answer. The answer to that question is B. You understand? A small piece of paper floats on the top of water, even though the paper is denser than water. That is your answer. Please, if you see this kind of question, you should be able to know what you select. All right? Hold on. You understand? A small piece of paper floats on the top of water, even though the paper is denser than the water. You understand? Let me see what you put. So somebody says C. No, that's not C. C is on a hot summer day, you dive into a pool without fear of water burning you. It has nothing to do with what we are talking about. What we are talking about is the answer should be B. Please. The answer should be B. Surface tension. The answer should be B. You understand? The only time you can talk about capillary tube holding to the capillary tube is when that B is not in the option. Do you understand? Because sometimes when they ask you a question, they're asking you a question, which one is the most correct? Do you understand the point? Which one is the most correct? So that paper floating is just like a ship floating on top of the water. Do you understand? That is, we are talking about what? Adhesive forces. You understand? Because the liquid molecules are holding it. You understand? Because of the polarity of that paper. Do you understand? So it's attaching to it. That's why it's holding it to the surface. All right. Let me give you more questions so that you understand this particular question properly. I'll give you more questions on this particular one. Hold on. Okay, I've asked you about the spreading. Look at this particular question. The same option. The same option, but look at the question. The same options, look at the question. Yes, it asks about adhesion, exactly. So look at this one, guys. Look at this one. Which of the following is an example of surface tension? Did you notice that the options are the same thing, but the question has changed? Do you understand? Before I was talking about adhesion, now it's talking about what surface tension. So talk to me. Talk to me. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's go. I understand because he was correct, but B was more correct. Yes. So there are some instances when that B will be correct. I'm trying to look for something like that. Trying to look for an example. Since it's a little crowded in my screen. My screen is freezing. Okay. So the answer is A. Yes, you are correct. The answer is A. A needle floats on the top of the water, even though. All right. Look at this. This one. Am I lagging? No, no, you can see my hand. I'm not lagging. Am I? Sorry. The thing is that my laptop is filled, right? And it's 8 gig RAM. Sorry. So definitely lost you. Okay, you know what? I want you to answer this question. We are going to leave this question and I'll come back to it. I want to table it for you so that you know when the answer. you know what to answer when they're talking about cohesion. You know what to answer when they're talking about surface tension. You know what they're asking when they're talking about what? Adhesion. Do you understand? I want you to be able to know the particular answers to do, but we'll get back to it. I don't want you to mix it up, because me, I mix it up a lot. Trust me, I mix it up. He said the spirit is not happy. The spirit has to be happy. Oh. The spirit has to be happy. We don't have a choice, so we have only right now to do this thing. So please, the answer to this question, this is talking about cohesion. You understand? Cohesion is water molecules are being attracted to each other at the liquid gas interface. So I want you to remind me something, all right? I want you to remind me something. The answer is C. The answer is C, not A. I want you to remind me something. At the end of the discourse, no, the answer is C, not A. At the end of the discourse, I want you to tell me to go back to this question, please. I want to go back to this question so that I want to bring out like 6 questions from this particular question so that you know what to answer when they're asking about surface, when they're asking about cohesion, when they're asking about adhesion. It's confusing. It also confuses me a lot. You understand? It's possible that I even made 1 or 2 mistakes, but I want to be able to adjust it. I'll put all of them in the screen so that we will look at each and every one of them differently. Let me even write it down, Seth. So please, but if you don't remind me, I'll forget. So please try to remind me. Because for you. Okay. So please, the answer to that question is C. Water molecules are attracted to each other interface. Okay, guys. Say no. Why did they say no? We don't have time. That's why I just don't want to waste time discussing or doing it, all right? When we have a whole lot of other things to do. Look at this question. Quickly. Property of water best explains the following scenario. You slowly add drops of water to the top of a copper penny. Instead of water spilling over the edge, it forms a small dome shape on the top of the. Answer. Quickly. Is it ability to create a solvent? Is it adhesion? Is it heat of vaporization? Is it? Yes, answer is adhesion. The answer is B. I'm asking you the same question. Yes, the answer is B. The answer is adhesion. That's B. Look at this question. Quickly, what's the answer to this? Yes, the answer is adhesion. That's B. You don't get? Sorry, what didn't you get? That's where answer is B, please. It's adhesion. I want you to look at this one. What listed property of water best explains the following scenario? You are in a car and go through a car wash. After coming out of the other side, there are some water droplets stuck on the windshield when water is holding to other things. It's just like, you see this thing I'm drinking? I finished drinking the water and there's still water at, holding to this thing. All right. It's adhering to it. You understand? So look at this particular question. What is the answer? Quickly, guys, quickly. I really want us to fly. We need to fly because, like, still very far away. Perfect. The answer is still adhesion. The answer is still adhesion. Yes, the answer is still adhesion. Look at this one. Look at this one. Yes, the answer is still adhesion there. See, look at this one quickly, guys. You go to the public pool. You go to the public pool on a hot summer, even though it is very hot, you dive into the pool without fear of the water burning you. What's the answer? Yes, C is correct for that question. What's the answer to this one? Quickly, guys. Quickly, 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 quickly. Yes, the answer is correct. High heat specific capacity. High specific heat capacity of water. Look at this scenario. I just posted this scenario to you guys. Look at this scenario. Quickly, quickly. Look at the scenario. You are playing, please, if what you're answering is the other question, the other question is high specific heat capacity of water. All right. Where is everybody now? Hey, you have dropped from 50 something to 20 something. Are they tired? We have not gone anywhere. Look at this one, guys. You are playing basketball in the gymnasium and you begin to sweat. Your body temperature cools down as the heat pressed over your skin. Which one is it? Is it adhesion? Is it ability to create a solvent? Is it high heat of vaporization? Is it the density of different water states? Yes, the answer is high heat of vaporization. All right. I'm done with this kind of question. Look at this. Something on pH of. No, I'm not going to answer this one. I'm not like this one is too cheap. I don't waste my time on this. Look at this question. Yes, the answer to that question is C. High heat of vaporization. Look at this particular question, guys. Yes, it's C. High heat of vaporization. Look at this particular question. The pH of a solution is 5.8. What is the hydrogen ion concentration of that solution? Quickly. Don't worry, you don't need calculator. Yes, the answer is B. 10 raised to the power minus 5.8 moles. So anything they ask you, just put 10 raised to the power minus that thing. They can give you any option. Do you understand? They can give you 5 point this, 2 point this, 7 point this, 8 point this. Don't let it confuse you. All right. Stop look. Don't be looking for minus. It has to be 5.8. No, they can give you 4.6. Even if they give you 4.6, the answer will still be 10 raised to the power what minus what 4.6 what moles. Check it out. And trust me, they will want to change it. They'll tell you, look at this D. Did you see D? If you are not looking very well, you go and choose D. Yeah, 10 raised to the power minus 8.5 moles. It's very similar to 10 raised to the power minus 5.8 moles. So you have to be very careful. Has to shine your eyes. Your eyes has to be clear and open. Eh? Okay. Okay. Mm. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Am I lagging too much? Please, if I'm lagging too much, try to tell me, all right? Which of the following describes a substance with a pH of 5? Quickly, guys, quickly. What's the answer? Which of the following describes a substance with a pH of 5? Yes, you guys are so correct. The answer is an acidic substance with a moderate concentration of what hydrogen ion. That is A. Yes, that's very correct. Let me see other versions of that particular question. Let me see. You see what I was telling you? The same question, different arrangement. Let me show you. Look at the question. Am I lagging too much? I raised my hand. I raised my other hand. Am I lagging too much? Like if I remove the screen, I won't even be lagging at all. But the only thing is just that I need the screen to make this thing faster, so that I don't need to be pasting the questions options one after the other. So what's the answer, guys? pH of 9. This is just a different. The other one is pH of 5. Okay. Come on, guys. I need people to attempt this question. Perfect. Thank you. Which of the following describes a substance with a pH of 9? Did you say C? What's C? C, highly basic substance with a very low hydrogen. No, now 9 cannot be highly basic. You know the meaning of highly basic? Highly basic is when you're talking about like 13, 14. It's moderately basic. So a substance with a lower concentration of hydrogen ion. The answer is a basic substance with a lower concentration of hydrogen ion. That's B. The answer is B, not C. The answer is B, not C, please. You see, this is a version of the other question. The other one asks you 5. This one asks you 9. Let me try another one. Let me try another one and see if you guys will, No, this one is still 5. Let me see this one. Let me give you this one. So look at this one, guys. Yes, that one is B. So look at this one. Which of the following describes a substance with a pH of 13? pH of 13. Quickly, guys. pH of 13. Which one? You see the difference between the 9 and 13? So 13 is a strongly basic substance with a lower concentration of hydrogen. A strongly basic substance with a very low concentration of hydrogen ions. Since it's very strongly basic, you understand, it has a very low concentration of hydrogen ion. You understand? So the answer is A. All right? So I hope you guys are clear with this. Yes. The answer is A. Look at this one. Oh, let me reduce this thing. Look at this one. What's the answer? Number 3. Of course, number 3 is what? Gas. Number 2 is what? Number 3 is what? Gas. Gaseous state. That's A. All right. Another person may get number 2. And number 2 is what? Liquid. You understand? Another person may get number 1, which is solid. So you guys need to understand it. They can give you these things in different formats, but the same type of question. All right. So I want you to tell me this particular one. Yes, the answer is A. Thank you. What was the answer to this? Why is the buffering solution, the buffering system in the blood so important? Why is it so important? The buffering system in the blood, why is it so important? Why is this so important, guys? Yeah. So the answer is what? The answer is what? A. It helps balance the effects of acidic or basic substances that enter the bloodstream. Now look at the same question. The same question, different options. Look at this one. The same question, different options. Somebody else will get it. Somebody else will be like, oh, you didn't teach us. Look at it. Why is the buffering system in the blood so important? Select the correct answer. So you are answering your questions based on what they give you in the options. All right. So what's the answer to this one, guys? Quickly, guys. Please, the answer is B. It responds to small changes in the bloodstream, in the blood to maintain homeostasis. It doesn't switch. Like some people are saying A, not really. I understand why that A confused you. It switches the blood between acidic and basic states, depending on no. The body has a constant pH. All right. So anything above that or below that is a problem. So what this thing does is to bring it, the buffering system does is to bring it to an equilibrium. You understand? So if there's a small pH change, it will respond to it to bring it back to normal. All right. So please, the answer is B. It responds to small changes, pH changes in the blood to maintain what homeostasis. Look at the same question. I'll give you the same question. The same question. Let me paste this one here. This one is for the other option. So why is the buffering system? You see, the same question. The same question. Answer to what? We are still on the same question. The other one is, in response to small pH changes to bring the body back to the homeostasis. For the other question, but we are in a new question now. The same question, different options. What is the answer? So you need to know why the pH is very important in different, Yes, you guys are so correct. The answer is D. It prevents blood from becoming too acidic or too basic, which could harm cells. So you need to understand buffer system. That's what we are telling you right now. You must understand buffer system. All right. So I'm jumping away from buffer now. Buffer, not buffer, buffer. Somebody corrected me on that before. Yes, the answer is D. Look at this one. Look at this one. Like, I'm not supposed to pose this question because it's a waste of our time, but let's just try. Which of the following, because somebody may fail this question, which of the following is a hydrocarbon what molecule? Which of the following is a hydrocarbon molecule? Select all that apply. Yes, the answer is AC. Yeah, those are hydrocarbon molecules. The answer is AC. Look at this particular question, guys. Look at this particular question, guys. Yes, the answer to that question is A and C. Look at which of the following is not a functional group that can bond with carbon. So they're telling you that every other thing can bond with carbon apart from which one? Which one cannot bond with carbon? You try emailing me. Okay, no problem. I'll look at it later. Is it emergency? Is it 911? Oh, please. I just saw the mail now. Huh? Let me see. Let me compare the name. I was in school. K-A-Y. Chris. Mary. Okay, please. Are you in Thursday or Tuesday? Yeah. Are you in Thursday or Tuesday? Which one? Monday. CSI. Okay, you know what you do for me? Oh, okay. The one you take on Monday. Okay, what you do for me is please send me this email on Saturday because I will be arranging your scores. If I can see it, I will remember. All right. Send me the email on Saturday. Thank you so much. for coming here because I can't remember again. I was like wondering who this person is. Okay, so where are we? Yeah, this answer is lead, all right. What if they give you the same question? The same question. Yes, please. On Saturday, email me by this time, around 10-11. Yeah. So guys, what's the answer to this? Which of the following is not a functional group that can bond with carbon? Quickly. You're welcome. Yes, the answer to this question is copper. The other one is lead. This one is copper. Like, you understand? These things are metals. Okay, let me ask you this. No need. It's the same thing. Let me go to the hard questions. I forgot that there are harder questions, and I was asking the simplest questions. So this why. So please look at this question. Let's start with this. Why copper? Look at that option now. Copper is a metal. You understand? It's a metal. It won't be bonding with carbon. All right. So if you see a metal in the equation like lead, like copper, like all these things, you just know that it's the one that won't bond with carbon. If you check, I gave you two different questions, the same question. All right, lead, copper. Make sense? So look at this one. RNA has a subtype mRNA that's responsible for this action. Select the correct answer. What does mRNA do? Remember, there are three types of RNA: the mRNA, the rRNA, the tRNA. If I teach you genetics, then you will understand it more. If you don't know genetics, maybe after your exam, please use this thing. There are videos. You do genetics, all right? I'm trying to join my community. I'm trying to join I think it's just $6 or $5 or something. Try to join, all right? Because I'll be dishing out some special things from January. And it will be only for select few, not everybody. It won't be public. Okay, so what's the answer to this question, guys? Yes, the answer is C. It carries the message of the DNA. Carries the message of the DNA. Now they may ask you. Let me give you another version of that particular question. Look at this one. RNA has 4 types. Which is a type of RNA? Yes, carrying the message. The one that carries message, transcription, that's mRNA now. tRNA just carries the amino acids, and rRNA cooks the food in the kitchen. Now, when I teach anatomy, I'll give you the illustration. It cooks the food in the kitchen. I will tell you where is the kitchen, and where is the kitchen found? In Brooklyn. Brooklyn is Brooklyn is rough. That's why it's the kitchen is found in Brooklyn, because Brooklyn is rough. To me, when I came to the US, I was in Brooklyn. It was very rough. So it is rough endoplasmic reticulum. So the ribosome is found here in the rough endoplasmic reticulum. The kitchen is the ribosome, and the chief chef is rRNA. And the groceries is the amino acids. Who brings the groceries? Transfer RNA, tRNA. And the code, that's the cooking information, is brought by the mRNA, that's the messenger RNA. So we'll discuss it then. rRNA has 4 types. Which is a type of rRNA? Which is a type of RNA? I've already given you the answer. Yes, the answer is what? rRNA. Let me give you a third version of that question. A third version of this particular question. RNA reads base pairs in sets of dash. It reads base pairs in sets of dash. Quickly, guys. In sets of dash, quickly. So the answer is 3, guys, not 4. The answer is in sets of 3. All right, 3, like 1, 2, 3. So the answer is C. Don't want to waste time on it. Look at this. What base pair is specific for RNA? Which one is specific for RNA? What base pair is specific for RNA? Remember, we have DNA and we have RNA. RNA. What's the difference? Quickly, guys, quickly. You see, all these things is the same question, different formats. All right? Individuals will get those different questions. Yes. If you don't want to answer, please be answering. The answer is uracil. All right? Aha. The answer is uracil. Instead of thymine, you have uracil in the rRNA. Remember that. Okay, look at this one. Look at this question, guys. What is the class of nucleotide? Yes, the answer to that question is uracil. What is the class of nucleotide? Nucleotide is divided into 2. What are the 2 classes of nucleotide? That's what they're telling you. Come on, guys. Wow. Quickly, guys. Please, the answer to that question is purines. The answer is C. When you're talking about class of nucleotides, yeah, you're talking about the purines and the pyrimidines. The answer is C, guys. The answer is C, purines. Please. The answer is C, purines. Please remember that. Right? And those nucleotides, what's the bond linking them together? What's the bond? Quickly. I really need to hurry up because like there are a lot of things that, and the time is already against me. Oh, this is annoying, man. Quickly, guys, quickly, if you can answer faster. What bond links nucleotides together? Yes, the answer is a phosphodiester bond. Please, the answer is A. I need you guys to do this one quickly for me. The base pairing. Phosphodiester bond, not ester bond. Phosphodiester bond. Look at this. RNA has the coding sequence this. What was the original DNA sequence? Quickly, guys, quickly. What was the original DNA sequence, guys? RNA has the coding sequence. This, what was original what DNA sequence? Mm-hmm. So the answer, guys, yes, the answer is D. The answer is D. So guanine pairs with what? Cytosine. All right. Uracil pairs with what? Adenine. Remember, because it's uracil in the RNA, and they're asking you what is the equivalent in the DNA. You understand? So uracil pairs with what? Adenine. No, the answer is D, not B. Uracil pairs with adenine. Then the adenine there pairs with what? Thiamine. You get it? Adenine pairs with what? Thiamine. The uracil pairs with adenine. You see? You understand? Just like that. So I need you guys, if you don't understand how to pair this thing now, you need to learn how to pair it. You understand? If you don't understand how to pair, you need to learn how to pair. The only difference between the DNA and the RNA is just that DNA has thiamine. RNA has what? Uracil. Do you understand? DNA has what? Thiamine. RNA has what? Uracil. So anywhere that thiamine should be for the DNA, if they have the equivalent thing in RNA, it will become what? Uracil. That's what they're trying to tell you. All right. So you need to remember this. So if you don't know base pairing, you need to learn it now. We did the all those ones matching in your last class. So I need you guys to look at it. Look at this. And also, we discussed nucleotide. We discussed nucleotide. We talked about the base, the phosphate, and the what? The ribose sugar. The base, the phosphate, and the ribose sugar. Because I see one of the questions they're asking now. They said, what is the component of a nucleotide? Right? Select the correct answer. You understand? You're talking about the base, right? Then the phosphate, then the sugar. You understand? If it is DNA, it becomes deoxyribose sugar. If it's RNA, it becomes ribose sugar. All right. And which type of sugar is that? It's always pentose. Remember that. They will ask you which one, like what is the component of a nucleotide? Select the correct answer. You see pentose sugar, glucose sugar, fructose sugar, and lactose sugar. The answer is pentose. 5. You understand? So I'm just telling you now because I don't want to ask this question and start wasting time. Um, Okay, look at this question. Look at this question, guys. Quickly. I think now if I get just 5 answers, I will move. Identify the molecule best described in the following statement. Select the correct answer. It uses an anticodon, a group of 3 nucleotides that is complementary to the codon that specifies its amino acids. Okay, so if you choose B, you are correct. It's actually what? Transfer RNA. Transfer RNA is what carries what? Amino acid. That's why there they told you it uses an anticodon, a group of 3 nucleotides that is complementary to the codon that specifies what? Its amino acid. I told you, transfer RNA is one that brings the grocery. Do you understand? The grocery is what? Amino acid. Why rRNA is the one that cooks the food. You understand? That is the major one, the chief chef. Why messenger RNA is the one that brings what? The code. You should remember that. Now look at this question. Look at this question. Let me see if you guys can manipulate this answer. Quickly, guys. This is usually 70 to 90 nucleotides long and carries the correct amino acids to the site of what? Protein synthesis. What are they talking about? What are they talking about? What is the answer to which one? The other one is transfer RNA because it carries amino acid. So, but this one is a new question. This one says it's usually 70 to 90 nucleotides long and carries the correct amino acids to the site of synthesis. What's the answer? So the answer to this one is also what? Transfer RNA. If you just hear it carries amino acid, no, it's transfer RNA. If you hear it for transcription, no, it's messenger RNA. If you hear it's the one that for translation, making the protein, no, it is what? Ribosomal RNA. Now look at this diagram. I don't want you to get scared when you see something like this. Good. So look at this. What is the number 2 label? Label is 70 questions. What is number 2 labeling? Select the correct answer. It's I'm scared. Why are you scared? So that question, that this thing has 1 to 10. All right. It has 1 to 10. Look at it. It's asking you about number 2. Let me see if 1 or 2 persons will be able to get that answer. Quickly. Okay, so please, that answer, that number 2 labeling is the amino acids. It's the amino acid polypeptide. You see how the amino acid is linking each other because they want to create a protein. This is the process of what? Creating a protein, production of protein. That's just what they're trying to tell you. So you see all those things, they are amino acids linkage. Then if you look at number 6, I want you to also take a look at number 6. Can you see number 6, guys? Yes. Trying to highlight it. So that number 6, if you look at it, that number 6 is chemical interaction. You understand? I'm trying to give you the most important information there. That number 6 there is what? Chemical what? Interactions. You understand? Extremely important that you remember that. Chemical interaction. You see it like X-rays, trying to meet each other. Chemical interaction. All right. So what of number 10? Who can tell me what is number 10 labeling? Let me see if anybody can get it. What's number 10? Let me see. What's number 10, guys? What is number 10? You can't see? Why can't you see? This thing is bold. Number 10, look at where number 10 is. Look at it. I'm trying to place my this thing. I don't know if you can see my pointer. If you can see my pointer, this is where number 10 is. So number 10, they're asking you about this big structure. This big structure. This one is number 8. This one is number 9. But this big structure, together they are number 10. What is it? So please, number 10 is quaternary protein structure, guys. Yes. Number 10 is, number 10 is the quaternary protein structure. Let me see what else they can possibly ask you there. Yes, and number 3. Number 3 is just a portion of the secondary protein structure. You understand? Remember, this one, let me see. Remember, this one is the primary structures. That's amino acids. This is the secondary. You see, this number 2, this one, this 3, 4, 5 is secondary. And this 7, number 7 is tertiary. All right. Then this 8 and 9 and 10. All right, join together. 8 and 9 join together, form what? Quaternary. You understand? So you need to be able to remember that. All right. So when they ask you about number 2, they're talking about secondary. They ask you anything in number 1, that's amino acid, that's primary. They're asking you number 6, all right, that's chemical interaction, and number 7 is tertiary. Then number 10 is what's the quaternary. So I hope you remember this. So number 1 is primary. Okay, I believe you remember this. Trying to look for something else that is very challenging. Wait, you cannot see my mouse? Can you see my mouse? My mouse pointer. Can you see it? Okay, let me zoom the diagram. Don't worry. Let me zoom it. Is it big enough? So this is, you see, this number one. This number one now, yes, you can see this number one is primary. This number two is secondary. Like everything here, not number two, rather. Everything here, that's 3, 4, 5. This is secondary. Then this number 7 here is tertiary. But if you see this 6 here, you see not 6, you will see that the 6 is pointing to the red dot. That thing is like X-ray. That 6 is what? It's interaction. All right. But 7 is what? The tertiary structure. The entire thing is tertiary. Then this entire number 10, you see, number 10 is combining 8 and 9 together. Now, entire number 10 is what? Quaternary. So that's just what I'm trying to make you understand. Okay, let's look at this one. Look at this one, guys. Hope you can see. What type of molecule is labeled number 4? Yes, number 4 is what, guys? Quickly. Yes, you guys are so correct. That's disaccharide, right? So if you look at it, number 4 is disaccharide, number 5 is disaccharide, number 6 is disaccharide. Number 1, number 2, number 3 are what? Monosaccharides. Chicken, huh? You understand the points now. Don't let them confuse you because they gave you big diagram, all right? Okay, so still using that diagram, look at this question. Let me reduce it so that you can see the question. Look at this question, guys. Look at this question. Number 3. What was the answer to number what? Which one are you asking me? The one we did before? Which one are you asking me, guys? Is it the one we did before? Yes. So this one I gave you now, in which I'm following image, number 3 is galactose. Yes, number 3 is galactose. Now I want to give you other particular questions, specific questions. The last question. The last question. Which one is the last question? I can't remember the last question I asked. So just remind me. So what you need to know is that I'm asking the same question from more than 6 banks, right? More than 6 banks. I saw the answer, but don't know why. Is it the galactose that you're talking about? They're just trying to understand if you know the diagram of galactose. So if you go to your slide, you see diagram of galactose, fructose, and what? And glucose. So, it's very, very straightforward. If you look at this, you know that this is glucose. Straightforward. So, but I will give you questions based on that, all right? Relax. I'll give you more questions based on that. Look at this particular question here. For 4. For 4. I don't. Okay, it's disaccharide now. 456 is disaccharide. 456 is disaccharide. 123 is monosaccharide. Look at this question. They said, in the following image, which molecule is labeled 5? Which molecule is labeled 5 in the following image? In the following image, which molecule is labeled 5? Quickly, guys. Oh boy. Quickly. Trying to find all the possible combinations. Give me a moment. I'm trying to. I want to label everything for you guys. Okay, guys. This is what I want you to know. When you see this particular diagram, all right? When you see this particular diagram, let me write it down so that I'm going to call it properly for you. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is sucrose, lactose. Just give me a moment, please. I want to write it in such a way that you guys will be able to remember. Fructose. So let me gather everything so that we don't waste time. Mhm. 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 Okay, so I need you to take your pen and paper and write. Take your pen and paper and write the following. I want to make sure I catch everything. Okay, guys. So number one in that diagram, I want you to take your paper, pen and paper and write, because you can get any of them. You can get any of them so that I don't get confused. Okay, number one is glucose. Number two is fructose. Number three is galactose. Number four is sucrose. Number five is lactose. Number six is sucrose. Number one is glucose. Number two is galactose. No, number two is fructose, please. Number two is fructose. Two is fructose. Number three is galactose. Don't worry, I'll delete that stuff. Number four is sucrose. Number five is lactose. And number six is sucrose. That type of sucrose. How did they delete in this thing? I don't know. Okay, remove. Yes. So number one is glucose, number two is fructose, number three is galactose, number four is sucrose, number five is lactose, number six is sucrose. Did I misplace anyone? Oh, sorry. Number six is glucose. That's maltose. Sorry, number six is maltose. No. Number six is maltose. All right. It's glucose. That green stuff is glucose. All right. So that we'll make sure that nobody gets confused tomorrow. Hold on. Trying to look for the particular question so that I'll make sure if it's the same diagram. Hold on, guys. Mm-hmm. So number six is maltose, please. Number six is maltose, not let me delete it. Number six is maltose because that's glucose. Number six is maltose. Okay, so that takes care of that question. So I need you to just know number one to number, like those two structures are the strongest structures you can find. And if you know it right now, just look at it, all right? From that number 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, you notice that the green ones are glucose. All right. So automatically, if you look at number 6, you see that this is 2 glucose molecule. All right. Like that one is very straightforward. So if they're asking if your question is number 6, then you are very fortunate. You understand? So, but this is the particular picture they are definitely going to give you. And I want you to be able to answer it properly. All right. And there will be 3 questions on it. 3. So you need to look at those diagrams properly. There'll be 3 different questions on it. All right. Time is running so fast, man. So look at this question. Please, if anybody's confused, try to write out your question for me. Yes, I put maltose number 6. Maltose is 2 glucose molecules, right? Yeah, so if you look at the diagram, you see that that's maltose. It's actually very straightforward. Yes. Yes. Okay, look at this one, guys. Look at this diagram. What type of reaction is represented in this image? Quickly. This one is very straightforward. So when you see these diagrams, don't get afraid. What are they trying to tell you? So you just think about it. Did I pour water into this thing or did I remove water? That's what you're asking. You understand? For number 1, did you pour water or did you remove water? If you get the answer to that, then you are good to go. You see how easy it is? So you just have to figure it out. Like, did I pour water or did I remove water? Quickly, guys. Quickly. Yes, the answer is A. That's the hydration reaction. You guys are so correct. The hydration reaction. Because if you look at it, the first one, they remove water. The second one, they added water. All right? So this is the hydration reaction. But the second one is what? Hydrolysis. Look at this question, guys. Look at this question. I hope it's clear enough. I hope you can see it clearly. Which of the following describes how macromolecules are formed in living organisms? Quickly, guys. Quickly. Oh, somebody answered B in the other question. No, that other question, the answer should be the hydration reaction. That's A. You've asked me this question many times and I've answered you. I said 70 for people that are in my class. Which of the following describes how macromolecules are formed in living organisms? Macromolecules are synthesized when monomers are linked together to form larger, more complex molecules. Macromolecules are synthesized through hydrolysis reactions that add water to break bonds and release energy. Macromolecules are formed by stacking monomers without forming any chemical bonds. Macromolecules are produced when enzymes separate monomers from larger molecules for easier processing. Quickly, guys. Before we continue, I need to mention something because I saw something now. That image 1 we saw, you understand, is the hydration reaction, right? We remove water. And it is also what? Condensation reaction. Do you understand? You remove water, so the thing condensed together. So there are some options that they may be giving you, and the answer is condensation reaction. And they can be giving you some options, and it will be what? Dehydration reaction. They can't give you the two of them in one option, as far as that question is concerned. So I just saw it now, and I remember to mention it. Okay, so back to where we are. Quickly, guys, quickly. So the answer is A. Macromolecules are synthesized when monomers are linked together to form larger, more complex molecules. That's the answer, guys. Now, I want to give you the same macromolecules. I want to give you the same question, and you tell me the answer. The same question, different options. So look at this. Yes, the answer to that question is A. The one we just did now. The answer to that question is A. But I'm giving you the same question now with different options. They will give you different options, different individuals, different options. So look at this question quickly, guys. What was the answer to this one? What was the answer to this one? Quickly. Where are my people? The faster we go, the better for us, man. So the answer to this one is not C. Why are we answering C? Let me see. Molecules are created by combining individual atoms directly to form large, complex structures. Macromolecules. Macromolecules is created by joining atoms. Come on now. Macromolecules are created by joining what? Monomers, not atoms. Here they are telling you macromolecules are created by combining individual atoms directly. You know, like, don't let them confuse you. Look at the question properly. This option is, look at option A. Option A says, in cells, enzymes facilitate the bonding of monomers to create macromolecules. Yes. Yes. Every other option there is wrong. Look at B. B say macromolecules are formed when small molecules are broken. No, that one's out. C talked about combining of atoms. No, we are not talking about atoms here. D said macromolecules are produced when enzymes separate monomers from larger molecules. Doesn't make sense. The answer is A. The A is telling you, oh, you know, the other question, they're asking you, oh, macromolecules are formed by monomers linking together. Yes. What facilitates this linking together? What helps them to link together? Enzymes. That's what they're asking you here. Yes, that's what I said. And no, because most of you failed this question. That's why I'm explaining it. All right. Most of you failed it. That's why I'm explaining. So the answer is not C, please. I need you to open your eyes very well so that you don't fail what you know. All right. Okay. Yes. Please. Look at this question. Yes, of course, 5 people are moved. You're tired, Kwa. Hey. Please, calm down. I could have finished this thing, but the only thing is just that I'm comparing questions. Because some people will be like, oh, this. No. So please look at this question quickly. Which statement about macromolecules synthesis is false? Which one is false? Okay, 5 people. Let's do it for 5 people. If once 5 people give me answer, I move. He said people are sleeping. They better put their leg inside cold water. How can they be sleeping when they have their main stuff tomorrow? Me, I don't have exam to write for that week. And someone that has exam tomorrow, you have chemistry, final, and you are sleeping. That's not possible now. Okay, so the answer is let me see. The answer is A. The answer is A. So please, guys, later try to go back and watch this thing. You understand? Even if this thing can help you with at least 30 to 40 questions, that is more than half. Then, the other ones will be easier questions, and a lot of questions are repeated. Do you understand? So, but I'm trying to give you guys the major questions now so that you understand it. So, look at this one. The answer to this question is A. Polymers break down into monomers during dehydration synthesis. Polymers does not break down during dehydration. Dehydration is what joins monomers together to form polymers. So that one is obviously what's wrong. Make sense? Now, look at a different version of that question, because a lot of people will have different versions, but I need you to know what you are doing. Look at different version of this question. Somebody is still worried about how many questions. Even if it's 100 questions, you still do it. Quickly, guys, what's the answer to this one? You see, the other one, they give you the same question and they're asking you which one is false. Here now, they're telling you which one is true. You feel the groove, eh? Just like how you write your NCLEX. If 2 people are in the same place, it's 2 different questions, but still the same concept. So which one is true, guys? Quickly. Still waiting for 5 people. Yes, the answer is A. A hydrogen of one monomer combines with hydroxyl of another group. The answer is A. I'm looking for harder questions, like so that you guys won't face any challenge. See, this question is not difficult, but it's very technical. Look at this question, guys. Yes, that answer is A, all right? Look at this question, guys. It's not difficult, but it's a little technical. It's looking like the kind of question a lot of people will decide to fail. So let's go there. After dehydration synthesis reaction takes place, what is left over? Select the correct answer. In short, before you answer that question, hold on. I want you to also combine. Hold on. I want you to also answer this one. There are two questions there. The first one is saying after dehydration synthesis. The second one is saying after a hydrolysis reaction takes place, what is left over? So the first one, I want you to write the answer two of them. If the first one is A, the second one is B, write A, B. You get the point. So let's go, guys. Let's go. Quickly, guys. Okay. So the first one is water. That's B. After a dehydration synthesis reaction takes place, you are dehydrate. You bring out water now. So water will be left. So water molecule, the answer is B. Then the second one, after a hydrolysis reaction takes place, what is left? A hydroxy group is left. So the answer is BA. Let me see, anybody got it? 1, 2, 3. Only 3 people got it. Okay, look at this one. The last question for that type of question. Look at this. After a dehydration synthesis, right? Remember I asked you dehydration synthesis, but now the option is different. Now the option is different. After a dehydration reaction takes place, what is left over? What's left over? So I put eyes on my head. You'll be fine. My own is that I really need to be done very fast because I have a meeting by 5 a.m. It's Australia people. Their time is very different from our time. So unfortunately, I will not be able to discuss the entire questions I plan to discuss with you guys to make sure you guys are adequately prepared. Let me see. There is lag. Am I lagging? Let me see. I raised my hand, it's raised. I raised this hand, it's raised. So I'm not lagging. I know I'm a little slower, but I'm not like lagging. The first one for that other question is water, is left. The second one is hydroxyl, is left. Look at this question. After the hydration reaction, what is left? Okay, people are saying B. No. When you dehydrate, they say I should answer both questions. Which one? I've already answered those 2 questions now. I said the other one. That place you see water is left. That water is left is the answer. When you dehydrate, you dehydrate, you form a polymer and water, right? Dehydration reaction, you form a polymer and water. So in the option, they can tell you water is left, correct. Polymer is left, correct. That's why, look at this question now. The same thing with that other one. This one now, the answer is what? A, polymer. I hope you got what I said. When you do the hydration reaction, water will be left. Polymer will be left. Do you understand? So anyone you see in the option, you pick it. Okay. I'll leave you and any amount we are able to cover in the next 15 minutes. There are a lot of things we are supposed to do, but unfortunately, I'm sorry. It is what it is. So look at this question very fast. Look at the question very fast, and I want you to answer these two questions. You understand? I want you to answer these two questions for me. All right. There are two questions there. So I'll need you to answer the two of them together. No, I need you to answer the two of them together. If the first one is A, write A. If the second one is B, write AB. Like the first one A, second one B, AB. That's how I want the answers. There are two questions. Let's be faster. What is the characteristic of fatty acids that make up a saturated fat? The second question is, what is the characteristic of fatty acid that make up a saturated fat? You see? Same question, different options. Quickly, guys. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so for the first question, guys, for the first question that has the option cannot pack lightly enough together, blah 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 blah. The answer is have only single bonds between carbon atoms. Have only single bonds between carbon atoms. That's C. Have only single bonds between carbon atoms. That's C. Let me see who got it. Oh, everybody got it. Then the second one, have only single bonds between carbon atoms. That's A. Oh, it's the same thing now. It's the same thing. That's A. So CA. You guys are correct. CA. Somebody said AD. No, CA. CA. Look at this one. CA. Yes, the same question. I'm telling you. So I'm telling you that there are, like, you may be 5 of you now. You have the same question but different options. So I'm just trying to touch a lot of options. Look at this one, the same, almost the same question. So what is a characteristic of fatty acids that make up a cis unsaturated fat? Answer. Okay, no, before you answer that question, hold on. I want you to also compare it with this one. Compare it with this. No, hold on. Compare it with this. So I need you to, the way we did the other two, I need you to do these two also like that. The way we did the other two. The way we did the other two, I need you to do these two like that. Characteristics of fatty acid that make up cis and trans fats. Quickly, guys, quickly. Cis and trans fats. Quickly. Quickly, guys. Two more people to answer. Yes, the answer is CC, guys. The answer is CC. How about this one? That's 9. How about this one? This and this. This is, are you able to see? Or should I reduce the fonts? So I need you to answer these two questions like that also. Can you see? Yes. So I need you to answer these two questions like that as well. The other option, I don't know if that's what you guys are answering. That one is CC, all right? That one is CC. That one is CC. So this one is what? Okay, this one. Okay, people are answering this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more person. Yes, the answer is DC. The answer is DC. So you see, they have the same question, different options. All right. So they just want you to know what a enantiomer is, mirror image of each other. You understand? And it's an example of what an isomer, right? Which is meaning that what they have the same chemical formula. You understand, between them, the same chemical formula. Chicken. So that's what they want you to know. Then look at these two questions. Yes, it's DC, DC. This is one. I want to post the second one now. This is 2. Hold on, please. Let me so I can answer the two of them at the same time. Okay. So I need you to attempt this quickly. As usual, the 2. What property of carbon makes it essential for organic life? See, the same question. Quickly, guys, quickly. Quickly, guys, quickly. Two more. Two more. So the answer is DC. They form the backbone of important macromolecules, and they can form what? Bipolar. They are bipolar. They can be polar or non-polar, rather. All right. So B, is it B? No, DC. 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 All right, look at the same question. Attempt this particular one. The same question. Oh, hold on. There's a second one. So this, no, these two, quickly. The same, you see, the same question. I just gave you 4 versions of the same question now. So I want you to give me the answer together. Quickly, 5 people. Please don't get tired of me now, please. I will encourage you guys. You sleep when you sleep this night, tomorrow wake up and start looking at these things again. Over. You understand? Consolidation. Don't just depend on just this night. I know you did a lot, but don't depend on just this night, please. Go over it again. All right? And remember to comment, right? This thing. Feel me? Perfect. So let me see the first one. Has an incomplete. Yes, the first one, A, is correct. The second one, D, is correct. So the answer is AD. Yes, you guys are so smart. Too much hot. You guys are hotting. Everybody's ready for this exam. Oh. Everybody's so ready for this exam. Look at this question. And whenever you see large questions like this, don't be scared. Nobody's asking you. They are not deep. The questions are usually not too deep. All right. So don't start being unnecessarily scared. So if they give you this question and give you this other option, see the options? Maybe I can look for a third option even. What's the answer? Quickly, guys. More. Only one person. What happened? What's happening to my people? Okay, so guys, please. The answer is B. Shares electrons with other atoms to form covalent bond. B. And the second one is needs to form A. The answer is B. A. Shares electrons with other atoms to form covalent bonds, and needs to form 4 covalent bonds to achieve full octets. Please, the answer is not C. A. The answer is B. A. The answer is B. A. The answer is B. A. Let me see if I can see exactly that same question again. The same thing. B. A. Look at the same question, guys, with a different option. Sorry. The same question, different option. The same question, different option. Yes, BA. So what's this one? Yes, the answer is D. Combined to 4 other atoms at a time. You see, if you look at all the answers, they are the same thing. It's just they worded it differently. The answer is D. Yes, they worded it differently. Oh boy, this is guys. Are you sure I should not stop here? We've tried, right? Okay, maybe I should give you these 2 questions last. Maybe I should give you these 2 questions last. Yes, the answer to that question is D. How about this one? Quickly, guys. No, hold on. I want to compare these two. Look at them. Here they're asking phospholipids. Here they're asking the same question, but steroid. Yes, you guys are correct in that one. Helps to lower blood cholesterol. How about this second one? Phospholipid does not help to lower cholesterol. Okay, take care of yourself. Please, when you wake up in the morning, try to play these things again. Look at it. Don't use this as your last revision. No, it can, just oppose in your head. You understand? So try to play this again. Yes. D, cholesterol. What's the second one? The second one is major constituent. That's B, major constituent of the cell's plasma membrane. It is not a major. The major constituent of cell plasma membrane is phospholipid, not steroid. You understand? It's phospholipid, not steroid. So it's D, DB. You get it? Let me see if they ask that same question differently somewhere else. So you see how this one they ask phospholipid, the other one they ask steroid. Okay, this one is still steroid. Let me see this one. Phospholipid. Okay, that's good. Okay, so guys, before I leave you, I want to go back to that question I told you. I think I made a mistake in it, and I want to correct that mistake. You understand? I want to go back to that question. And that question is, I think, question 11. I made a mistake when I was explaining it. One of the questions. So I need to correct it. So let's start. Please pay attention. Please, I want to correct it before you go sleep. Before you sleep, this is one of the question. I want to show you another of that same question. Just relax. So that you will know which to pick, depending on what you see. So if I'm you, you look at these two questions. Did you see the similarity to the two questions? The first one is asking you about cohesion. The second one is asking you about surface tension. Now, I want to put more of it. Hold on. Because you don't know which you are going to get, and I really need to correct that explanation I made, because I think I made an opposite explanation. You see? So, okay, this one is still cohesion. Okay. Now, this is cohesion also. I'm posting all these questions are the same question, but in different formats. And this is the last thing we do this night, all right? So just hold on. I'm trying to scroll, but my system is hanging, so I'm just managing, so that you make sure you enter the hall with the right information. Then this is cohesion. This is a surface tension. This is another cohesion. Then this is adhesion. Hold on, there are two more of it. This one is surface tension. Let me see if it's the same surface tensions. Okay, no, it's different. You see, it's different. So I post it again. So I just want to make sure that any way that question comes out, If you are failing it, it shouldn't be, the fault should not be me. Okay. Okay. So I brought out the 6 of them. So guys, take your pen and paper and look at the questions, all right, so that you'll be able to get your markers. There's something we call marker in anatomy and physiology, all right? Oh, somebody is already following me. Okay. So the first one says, which of the following is an example of what? Which one is an example of what? Cohesion. Which one is an example of what? Cohesion. So what's the answer? Water molecules are attracted to each other at the liquid gas interface. I need you to get that. So if you see cohesion, you understand? They are talking about each other. They are talking about each other, each other, each other. Adhesion is holding something else that is not each other. Do you understand? Like holding a glass, holding a wall, holding this. And that was the mistake I made when I was explaining the other stuff. Do you understand? Okay. Now that's the first question. Then the second question says, it's talking about what? It's talking about surface tension. It says, which of the following is an example of what? Surface tension. Surface tension. Which of the following is? So the answer to that question is a needle floats on the top of water, even though the needle is denser than water. That's the answer to that question. Which of the following? Surface tension. If you see surface tension, you are thinking about, tension that's caused by what? Cohesive forces. They are holding to each other. So that tension that they form by holding to each other, that's what this guy is moving on. Surface tension is moving on. Now look at the third one. It says, which of the following is an example of what? Surface tension. See this third one? Which of the following is an example of what? A surface tension. Which of the following is an example of what? Is this surface tension or cohesion? Let me see. Which of the following is, okay. I think that's what I was making a mistake on. Which of the following is an example of what? Cohesion. Cohesion. So the answer is, let me see. C, yes. Water forms a dome-like shape above the rim of a glass before overflowing. That's cohesion. Dome like this. So they are holding to each other. Cohesion. Holding to each other before they overflow. That's cohesion. Are you guys feeling it? So the next one says, which of the following is an example of what? Adhesion. Which of the following is an example of what? Adhesion. Let me see if anybody is going to pick it. Which of the following is an example of what? Adhesion. Guys, what's the answer? So the answer is A. That was the mistake I made initially when I was explaining this thing. The answer is A, not B. They are holding to the capillary tube. That's A. That's adhesion. All right. But that thing flowing on top of it is because of what? Cohesive forces among themselves. That's why things are flowing on top of water. But holding the wall, all right, that's capillary tube. That is what? Adhesion. I hope you get it right. Yes. So then this one says, which of the following is an example of what? Surface tension. Which of the following is an example of what? Surface tension. Are you with me? Which of the following is an example of what? Surface tension. This one, a small piece of water, paper floats on the top of water, even though the paper is denser than water. That's B, surface tension. So just know that surface tension is, when something is flowing on top of water, and it's formed by what? Cohesive forces. When they are holding themselves, something flows on top. But if you are thinking of adhesion, you are thinking of water holding something else, like what? Like glass, like water holding on top of the bonnet of the car. Those little water droplets on it. Look at the last question here. Which of the following is an example of what? Adhesion. Which of the following is an example of what? Adhesion. Guys, last question. Who can give me the answer? Who can give me the answer to that question? So the answer to that particular question is D. Water spreads out water spreads out instead of what? Forming beads when dropped on a charged surface. That's the answer to that question. It spreads out. That's D. Spreads out. Water spreads out, forming beads when dropped on the on a charged surface. I hope somebody took note of these questions. You understand? So that you don't get it wrong. And they're gonna ask you a whole lot of questions from this particular one. Yeah, I see multiple questions from it. That's why I decided to take time to explain it properly for you guys. All right. Okay. So I wish you success in your exam. There are a lot of questions we didn't do, but we did the major part for your final. All right. So I will encourage you to go back and still read it up again. You understand? Go back and read it again. Very, very important. All right. Anybody has a question for me? Sorry, I have a meeting in the morning, early morning. So that's why I need to go sleep now. I'll sleep like 4 hours or less. You're welcome. Thank you. So please, guys, you guys should also try to do your evaluation. It's very, very important. Adhesion is holding glass. You understand? Or water spreading out of instead of water spreading out instead of what? Forming beads. You understand? If I pour this water now on this table, it will spread out like this. So it's holding the walls of the table. That's an adhesion. Can I go back up? Yes. Yeah, good night. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much. Yeah, for please tell your people the ATT. When did I give the last day for submission? Was it today? That one I will do everything grading this week. Everything grading. For people that are in my class, once you write your final exam, everything will be sorted out before the next 48 hours after your final exam. I'll run everything before the next 48 hours. Yeah. So thank you guys very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. So please, I don't want you to get confused in these questions, all right? Just relax. When you see your question, breathe in, breathe out, drink cold water, then attend to your questions. Try to read it very well, understand what you are reading, all right? But please, the most important thing is that you need to come back later, tomorrow, and look at this video again, all right? Don't let it bore you out. Look at it. Think about the question. Why am I stressing on this question, all right? I just showed you that one question can have multiple factions. They can give you different options. One question, you get it? All right. Thank you very much, and we'll call it a night. So we've really done a lot. And please try to follow the channel. All right. Try to subscribe to the channel. Try to subscribe to the channel and try to join. Very soon now, I'm going to have a very selected this. So people that will be in my AP class, you need to join. Even if you are not in my AP class, you need to join, because I'll be taking other courses like microbiology on YouTube here. And there's something, a new product I'm creating, and it will be only for people that are members of the community. So please try, all right? Okay. Thank you so much, and have a nice night. I'm going to end the stream now. Oh boy, 3 hours, 47 minutes. Take care.